Journaling. So what is journaling? First of all, if you found this, a lot of people think that journaling is just like my dear diary kind of thing. It's what people do whenever they, usually girls, and that's just a cultural thing, that girls will go and they'll just kind of journal, and it's like, dear diary, like, here's what I did today. Oh, dear diary, today I did this or I did that. This is not journaling. That is writing a diary, which by all means, if you want to do it, go ahead, do it. Keep that note. I think it's super important. It probably could be good for memory retention and all that stuff. But that is not the journaling that I am talking about. What I am talking about is more of a form of manifestation journaling, more a form of trying to put your life on the right path. For example, something that I used to journal, and this is actually my old journal. I wish I had brought my other journal over here, but I have a journal that I started what would have been in 2020, near the beginning of 2020. It is now 2021 if you're watching this in the future. But in 2020, I wrote down crazy things. I wrote down things that I actually copied over to here. So let me take a quick look. Things about what I wanted about my significant other. What did I want in a girl? What was I looking for? What were the qualities that were important to me? And I'll just show you super quick, but I mean, there's like 20 things here. And so with that being said, let's continue with the story. With that being said, I actually attracted a girl like this. And if she's watching, how's it going? But I just want to point out that this is super powerful, which I find crazy, because I have here listed, let's see here, probably 15 to 20 things. And as we're starting to date, I literally was like, hey, like, check this out. Like, I wrote down, all these things, and you've said yes to every single one that this is you. I literally even just showed her my notebook. I was like, is this you? And she was like, yeah, that's pretty, crazy. We even have a thing going on now where she's asking when I try to manifest her and stuff. And we won't go down that rabbit hole. But I just want to put it out there that this is a powerful tool that will orientate, pencil drop, that will orientate your life into how you want it to be. Another thing that I had written down in my journal of, what would it be, about a year now, was for me to be able to travel the world. I said to myself, I want to be able to travel the world, live wherever I want to live, and be wherever I want to be. And guess what? I'm doing it right now. Right now, I'm coming to you from San Diego. I was just in Porto Alegre. I'm going to Wyoming. Actually, I'm going to Anaheim next week, then Wyoming, and then I'll be in Porto Seguro, and then I'm going to Florianopolis. So guys, listen, this is real. If you want something, if you are dedicated to it, every single day, you got to write it down in your journal. And what it's doing is essentially priming your brain into the reality that you want to create. Now, with that being said, there are some things in there, like net worth stuff, like being worth a certain amount of money. Haven't quite gotten there yet, but bear with me. I'm just giving you the brute force, honest answers about all this stuff. But at some point, I can't help but imagine that that's eventually going to come through. And, at the end of the day, the huge reason I'm making this YouTube channel, I want to help people. I want to help people get to where I am. And that's, I can't imagine, but it's something in this journal that did it. I think there's something to be said for the fact that I'm okay with being open and honest and vulnerable about this kind of stuff. Yesterday I just posted a video about chakras and fruit, and I completely can understand that people might take that and just think that I'm absolutely crazy about it. Fine, so be it. If that video helps one person, then the other people, whatever. But the key here is this. The key here is writing down your thoughts, your beliefs, where you want to be, as if you're already there. So, for example, I was writing in my journal, I am this, I am that, I have this, I have that. I'll even share it with you right now. Let's do this. This actually might be a super useful thing. I'll show you right here. We got these blogs. Was this yesterday or this morning? This is this morning. I was even writing down what is my goal for attracting certain things? And I'm going to use this as a reference point so we can check in a couple years and see if all this came through. Stuff like, I'm creating great content, content that's helping people connect to spirituality, I actually am going to do a rebranding on my podcast right now because of the journaling. I figured out that I'm going to rebrand it as traveling to consciousness, because that's something that I'm pretty passionate about, is like higher levels of consciousness and how we're going to elevate. I'm going to write blog articles. I'm going to do all of these different things. And, the end goal, and what I'm actually writing down right now, is my goal is to make $12,000 per month by February of 2022. Now, that's a crazy goal in my opinion, to be able to have an income of $12,000 per month by February 2022. Let's see what happens. I'm grinding hard. I'm making these videos and, just doing it. So I just wanted to point out there that I think, journaling is super powerful. I think it's something you should do every morning, maybe every night. And it's going to help you manifest a lot faster. I think a huge key and important point is to use your own pen. Write your pen, use your own handwriting. It's going to help it become real, because you're writing it. I am this. I am making this. I am living here. I am doing this. And quite frankly, the best I can tell you is I'm traveling the world right now. I can't help but believe or know that this had a huge portion of doing that and helping with that. So before I start getting sentimental, tearing up, let me know what you think about journaling. Maybe drop a comment below about what your opinion is of journaling, why you haven't done it yet, what's holding you back from it. And I'll shoot in there and give you my opinion of it. Earlier the videos are out, the better, until I get too bogged down, because I'm going to be manifesting, so many things. With that being said, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for listening, and let's grow together.